Hey guys, Ryan here again. Coming to you from Austin, Texas, and trying something a little different here. I'm calling it estate sale finds. Um, I like to go to estate sales and see if there's any car related items. And sure enough, a few weeks back, I found something pretty cool. So this is a Ford magazine, a factory magazine from 1915. So what is that? That makes it about 108 years old now. And I found this in a shed at an estate sale. So hopefully you can see this, but that's pretty cool. So yeah, 1915, it was literally sitting in the shed of an estate sale. The owner, he was some kind of boat mechanic. So he had a lot of tools for boats, outboard motors, inboard motors. But he had some car related items as well. And as I was digging through some of the old tools, I found this. And there's actually two other ones, but today I'm just practicing the videoing of smaller objects that I find at estate sales. So I thought we'd start with this. I haven't opened it yet. It was in a shed in Central Texas, relatively dry. I do recommend when you're dealing with old paper, wearing gloves. The oils from our hands can really mess things up. But let's just take a look at it. Hopefully you can see this. It looks like it's showing up pretty good on the camera. But I was pleasantly surprised. It was buried amongst a bunch of advertisements for boats and everything, and just sitting out essentially in the weather. I put it in this little plastic container here just to kind of help preserve it a little bit more. But maybe you've seen these, but I think anything from Ford that's over 100 years old is pretty cool. But so you got some basic artwork on the front. But let's flip through it. So this looks like it's the May 1915 issue. And I've never actually looked at one of these close. Ford did this factory magazine for a long time. I think they were still producing it all the way up until the late 70s, maybe even into the 80s. They would hand these out. I found a Pinto one about a year ago, and it actually sold for pretty good money. I don't think I'm going to sell this one just yet, but if you're interested in it, for sure make me an offer. But I think I'm going to read through them. I've got two others. I think they're a little newer. This is the oldest one, but if we look at it, so it's just like a magazine, but it's kind of cool to see what was going on in 1915 at the Ford factory. So we've got a little poem here called Kindness, or some kind of story. Life is made up, not of great sacrifices or duties, but of little things in which smiles and kindness and small obligations given habitually are what win and preserve the heart and secure comforts. Just a little upbeat poem. I'll try to go slow with my page turning in case you want to do some screenshots and read it for yourself. So here's a little article, kind of cool. It says, Ford Times is a magazine devoted to the automobile public in general and to Ford owners in particular. But somewhere between its covers will be found something of interest to everyone. So yeah, it's just their factory magazine. There's Henry up there at the top. Let's turn this. So here's an editorial, some more art on the left. It says the new congressional building, Buenos Aires, Argentina. And then we've got, looks like an editorial. And any tips, guys, you have on filming products like this or just doing better video, let me know. I'm pretty basic with how I do this, but it's fun. So here's the first paragraph. So retail buyers profit sharers. The sale of 300,000 new Ford cars between August 1914 and August 1915, and the consequent profit sharing with retail buyers of those 300,000 Ford cars is now an assured fact, barring the unforeseen. So pretty good numbers for 1915, 300K. So we've got some stats, some pricing. or 15 million, sorry, total sales. So here we go. What's this? So, interesting, the page numbers. So I guess they go by month because, here's another. Looks like they're just like little stories and poems. But I guess the numbers go in order of the month, because this is already 340, so the previous month's probably a little older. But let's read this one. So it says, "This is the desire of Henry Ford. It at once takes rank with the loftiest hopes or impulses which man has ever voiced." Interesting. So definitely gonna have to flip through this, man. Let me know what these are worth, though. I don't know the value of them. This one's in pretty good shape. I'm pretty impressed. There's some little water stain down here, but it was literally sitting in a shed in hot Texas weather. Still good color on the front. Vacation via Ford. And again, I wear the gloves because our hand oils are not good for this paper. I'd like to preserve this, for the next person. I'm not going to sell it yet, unless it's just some crazy amount of money, but usually things made of paper aren't worth that much. But who knows? Let me know. Let me know what these are going for. So just pretty long articles, pretty cool artwork. Let's just keep flipping through here. Again, this is May 1915. This one looks kind of interesting. So it looks like Ford's in Alaska doing some off-roading. Pretty neat. Fording Alaskan trails. Ford cars prove themselves adapted to meet strenuous conditions in Northern Territory. Ton of info here, guys. A lot of historical info. I'm sure the Ford factory has all these in preserved and mint condition, but regular Ford owners and enthusiasts like you and I don't always get to see these kind of documents. There they're moving a Ford across a ferry. You can see them in the water. It's pretty cool. Something called the Sourdough Roadhouse. So maybe a restaurant. So I think they're just really just trying to show how cool Ford is. So here's some Fordisms. They also serve who only stand and wait. They serve much better when they run and work. Buy a Ford. Pretty cool little marketing things. Let's keep going. Here's a cartoon. But this is in really good condition. The other two I have, I'll probably do it. If this gets some views, I'll do the other two. And again, I'll sell it, guys, if it's worth anything, but probably not right off the bat. I want to read all this. I love historical documents, auto-related documents like this. So give me a couple months to get through it, and if it's something you want, feel free to leave me a comment, and I'll put it up online. There's some kind of Ford dinner, the Efficiency Club dinner. Just more text. Love these old photos. You could scan these and they look cool in a garage. Paper is in really good shape. Just a little water stain on the bottom, but that was only on the first few pages. I'll keep going for you. Ford's in Argentina. It's pretty cool. Some more photos. Dealership, a garage. So yeah, I wonder if there's anyone who's collected all these magazines. There's always some guy like that. Here's a Ford in Colombia. Antigua, British West Indies. So just Fords all over North and South America. So they definitely wrote more back then. One thing I love car magazines growing up, and the sad thing is they're just getting, it seems like every year car magazines are getting thinner and thinner. These are very long articles though, because people weren't watching TV, they were reading. This is a cool one. So this is Ford Singapore. Also have Ford agencies at Singapore, Kuala Lumpur. And there's actually, if you look on the top, there's actually a price on the sign that says $1,450. So pretty cool. Keeping the wheels spinning. Yeah, I'm gonna have to read through these articles because they're very dense. They're just like stories. Engines don't eat, yada yada. I was hoping for more photos. I like photos. Any race car stuff or anything like that. There's a Ford photo from Cuba. That's pretty cool. Look at that. Ford agency headquarters for Cuba, garage of L.B. Ross, Havana. So way before the revolution. So those are some cool signs on the back. So man, even in 1915, you know, they were moving. They were all around, multiple countries. We usually just hear about Ford Detroit and Ford USA, but even in 1915, there's some pretty big things going on. The song "Oh the Ford." You can read that. I'll leave it there for a second and you can screenshot it. Here's some stories from Ford owners. So these are from Thailand, or as it was called then, Siam. We actually have two Siamese cats. So Ford's in Siam. Siamese temple. It's pretty cool. Royal Palace. So great photos. You know, I think if you were to purchase this and with the right scanner, you could probably blow these photos up. Another cartoon. I would like to demonstrate to you the greatest gasoline saver on the market. It can't be done, my good friend. I own a Ford. So just their humor, little sketch. Okay, here's some pricing. I always like pricing. So bargains and Ford parts. We offer to Ford agents and owners. If you need a pair of 1912 rubber mats, it's got some size there, that's 50 cents. 50 cents. We've got a Model T cylinder bolt socket wrench, 15 cents. An American made, I'm sure. These prices are cash with order, freight on board, Detroit or any Ford branch, subject of course to prior sale. So they do have some pricing. That's always fun to see the difference between then and now. These are not the easiest gloves to open pages with, but they're keeping the oil off. So here's Ford cars used for Los Angeles, California parcel post delivery. So the mail service, mail cars. So here's a story, it looks like about delivering mail. Pretty basic cars, that's for sure. Sorry, I'm reading. What's this one? So water supply, gas and electric department of New York City. Those are pretty cool. 17. They're just showing their growth, you know, how cool Ford is at the time and how much growth the company was having. Pretty smart idea actually to release this. I mean, which other, maybe you guys know, but which other car brands were doing a magazine like this on a monthly basis in 1915? I don't know. Please let me know. I'd be curious. You know, Ford, he was always ahead of a lot of people when it came to marketing. So fire engine. Here's some, oh, here we go. Here's some cool pricing. So we've got a Ford Runabout, fully equipped, freight on board, $440. the touring car, 4-seater, convertible, $490. What can you buy at Ford now for $400? I don't know. This is good. University of California finds Ford car best for field work. Cool photos though, for sure. But yeah, guys, so found this at an estate sale. The guy just had it. Here's some more pricing. Here, let's go through this. So we've got a Ford Coupe for $700. So the coupes were a little more expensive than the convertibles. $750 for that coupe, fully equipped, freight on board, Detroit. And then we've got a Ford sedan, fully equipped, 4-door. Look at that carriage, $975. And then the town car, $690. So yeah, the coupes were more expensive. So that's good data. Here's just a breakdown of what you get. People don't even look at engine specs now, but he's got your cylinder specs, 4 cast and block, cooling, water. A lot of good data, guys. These would all make for cool posters. Let's see what the last page is here. So here it shows the breakdown of the Ford factories and branches, addresses, American branches. So I wonder if those are dealerships, just straight up dealerships. Dallas, Houston. That's cool to have the address. You know, I like to go find old dealerships. And so having an address like this for 1915, I'll have to look up what the Houston address was. Austin was too small at the time, but Dallas had one. Foreign branches, that's pretty cool. Paris. So yeah, just cool data, guys. Indolence is the sleep of the mind. What is often called indolence is, in fact, the unconscious consciousness of incapacity. These are all good. Yeah, I'm going to take a time, probably a month or so, just to read through it. Oh, here we go. Ford touring car on the back, so that's the back of it. $490, fully equipped, convertible, 4-door. Nice little paragraph there, good marketing info. And then this is interesting. We will share, this is the last paragraph, but it says, we will share profits with those who buy Ford cars between August 1st, 1914 and August 1st, 1915 of from $40 to $60 per car, provided we sell at retail 300,000 Ford cars in the time specified. We are going to do it, we believe. So ending on a very confident note. I like that logo there too. That's pretty cool. Ford, the universal car. But yeah, guys, I'm calling this Estate Sale Finds episode 1. Found this 1915 Ford Times magazine at an estate sale. Not going to sell it just yet. I'd like to read through it just to get the history. But make me some offers if you think it's valuable, or I haven't looked at pricing on these at all, but the color is really good. The binding is good. The dude just had it in his little backyard garage. Not even, it was like more of a shed, but it was in good shape. It was buried amongst a lot of old newspapers, but pretty cool, man. So yeah, Estate Sale Finds number 1, 108-year-old Ford Times factory magazine. So thanks again, guys. Give me a like, give me a follow, and until next time, thanks again. Bye-bye.